All right, all right. I don't know it's a notification going out. Usually it don't. It take a while, so we'll see where this goes. Where this goes. Like I always say, I think one of my problems is I don't go live as much as I used to do. So that's part of the reason why my stuff don't go out the way it does, because I don't go live as much anymore. Um, and that's due because of my work schedule. You know, I'm a workaholic, so barely getting the rest, but still trying to make time to do what I do. And this is what I do right here. Still trying to make time to do what I do. And speaking of stuff like this, hey Antoinette, what's going on? Antoinette, check this out. I don't know what I did, but got y'all people talk about these DCFS. I got a lot of people reaching out to me. They want to come and talk about their stories. So I'd open up a can of worms on that. I mean, I appreciate it, but they come with the stories. They come with the stories. So but I'm more than happy that they coming to me and want to share their story about the DCFS. So I'm more than happy for that they want to share their stories on that. So there's quite a few people who has hit me up and want to tell their story. And one of them is another father, and I would like more fathers to come out and speak on situations like that. And one of the fathers who came to me kind of broke my heart for what he told me. He said they literally kidnapped his son, and he said after they did that, everything for him and his wife started going downhill. And I can only imagine, having kids and using the term kidnap. That's not a good term. So I don't wish that on nobody for anybody kids to be dicked around like that. You understand what I'm saying? Um, yeah, this shit is crazy. Shit is crazy. But anyway, guys, I don't have much time, so I'm trying to push as much as this as I can. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have two children that's missing by the name of Orson and Orrin West. The mother called one of them Sincere, and the other one, it's on tip of my tongue. What's the other one? Classic, Sincere Classic. I think those unique nicknames come up with children. I think that's unique. Um, Again, like I said in my recent video, I've been sitting there in my computer responding to comments. Man, y'all lighting that comment section up, man. So if I miss y'all comments, trust me, charge it to the head, not the heart. I mean, man, golly. Like I told y'all, I had reached out to the mother, and I did send her that video, and I told her, anything I got wrong, please address it, and I'll correct it. I want to get her on the show to speak, but of course, with things that's going on right now, I'm pretty much sure her head just going around and around and around, and it's, she probably just can't stomach it right now. So I told her, hey, whenever you're ready, just let me know. I've been more than happy to open my platform up to you. Amen. I've been more than happy to open my platform up to her. All right. But anyway, let's get right into this. I'm really this is a video to catch up on a lot of stuff that I have missed because people have been sending me stuff on this story, and I just got it late. And I couldn't do it when I got here because of work or whatnot. So those are the two boys right there, handsome young men, handsome young men. Now, I want to start off with playing something that the mom said that I didn't catch, and let's see. Let's get started. I don't want y'all to listen to.
They said that.
What I want y'all to listen to what she said right here. Cause if she said it when I did my video, I didn't catch it. But I'm finna catch it with y'all right now, and I want y'all to hear something that she said, and it makes me ask this question too. So here's the mother right here, Miss Dean, and let's hear what Miss Dean had to say in this interview.
She said she was wrapping gifts and she let my two kids out in the backyard because she didn't want them to see the gifts. But you didn't let the other kids out. Where were the other kids? Why my two just go back there?
Pause. That's the question I want to know right there. That's a good question. Unless it's something that just drastically happened that the other kids weren't able to go outside. But when I heard her say this in this interview, that's a good question. You know, why was them two the only one going out, but the rest of the kids wasn't going outside as well? I find it very peculiar. But now, on the same token of that, now I read somebody comment earlier where they said that the other kids was going to visit the grandma's house. So I don't know how true that is or how untrue that is. But I saw in the comment section somebody say that the other kids was going visiting with grandmother, so it was just them two at the house. But even with that being said, though, if your goal was to get the kids out the house so they won't see the gift that you're wrapping, why did these two young men, why did they didn't go to the grandma's house as well? You know, just questions that need to be asked. Amen.
At night, she said it was dark. And it's cold right now, so I know it was cold then. So I don't believe it.
So when did she tell you this? Where were you when she told you this?
I just came here 45 minutes when nobody was here. 45 minutes to an hour, and we knocked on the door. And it took them a minute to come, and he came out. And he want to say...
Yeah, now according to the mom, she said she knocked on the door. It took him a minute to come to the door. I think that's a good question to ask too. You know, what took you so long to come to the door? I'm just saying, you know, y'all know me. I look at every crevice and crack at every angle to try to find out what's going on. And it couldn't be anything. You know, maybe he was in the bathroom, or maybe he's back in the back. He didn't hear the door knock, or anything. You know. But let's continue.
He's sorry and all that. I just don't feel in my heart that it's something. They're not.
Do you have a relationship with these parents?
I don't know them. I don't know them.
Oh, she don't know them.
I feel like they did something and they know something. They did something, and I feel my kids is somewhere around here. I can feel it, and I feel like they're in the house, and I feel like they did something.
You know what? Man, goddamn. I feel for anybody that's going through this, you know. But y'all know I have done a lot of stories that people have got on the camera and did this, and kind of find out they was the corporate that did this to the children. Now I'm not saying she did this. God knows. I hope. No, I don't think she did it at all. I don't think she had anything to do with this at all. But of course, you probably got some people like in other story that you do. They would blame her as the reason why this happened. You know, I'm not gonna blame her for this. You know, that this happened to her children. But for now, what she's saying in this interview right here, I'm in agreement with pretty much everything that she's saying, you know, especially with, you know, where everybody else was at. Why were just my two kids doing this? And if everybody else was going to grandma's house because y'all want to hide the kids from seeing the presents, then why my two kids didn't go to the grandma's house as well? Because remember, the guy said in one of the interviews, and I'm going to play in a minute, that we all our family. When we took them in, we all our family. So we all our family, then why everybody didn't go to the grandma's house? Why y'all wrapped the presents? Now, y'all correct me if I said something wrong. Let me know if I said something wrong. I'm in agreement with all of that. If that was me, I would ask them questions too. You know? It's crazy as hell. It is crazy as hell, man. I don't put this on nobody. My enemy, a person I don't like, when it comes to children, I don't put this on nobody, man. This is fucked up shit for anybody to go through. Hey, Leave the B, what's going on? Rio, what's going on, dear? Roll the mile, what's going on? Y'all slowly coming in, so I'm guessing the notification slowly going out. If y'all haven't, please hit that thumbs up for your boy. All right. So again, guys who coming in, I have reached out to Miss Dean, who you see right here. I have reached out to her. I made contact with her. We talked on Facebook Messenger. Again, she just told me, hey, just give her time. She'll think about it. She'll check out my platform. And I guess whenever, you know, she get her mind together, she'll let me know, hey, I'll come and talk to you. Or she would not come talk to me. Like I told her, my aim is to get what you want. And that's justice or find these children safe. That's my goal, to help you be a voice as well as everybody else who covering this story. So everybody else who covering this story, I salute y'all. That's my goal as well, as to be a part of your voice for your children and get these children safe home and get these children justice. All right. So you take your time, man. And whenever you're ready, I'm here for you. All right. So that's the mother, y'all. That's the mother right there. So let's go to this right here. Yesterday, the guy what's his name? I want to give him a shout out. Wang, something Wang. Uh, he's been covering this story too, and somebody sent me the link where he went live yesterday, and he was covering this. With the police, he said they came out again and did a search warrant on the property. So they doing all that. Then apparently they must seeing something, or they don't believe what they hearing. So let's hear what Mr. Wayne got to say on this one. And I want y'all to pay attention to this house right here and the property, how big this property is, all that land they got and all that stuff. You know, I mean, somebody pointed that out in the comment section as well. You know, that's a lot of land out there in their backyard and the next door and stuff to do a whole lot of dirty work. All right, let's get into it. Let's hear what Mr. Wayne got to say.
He's pretty favorable towards that.
On my Facebook page, my 23 ABC Facebook page, can you guys share it, please, onto the main page and just copy the description I put there, please?
Is this the one I wanted to show? Yeah, that's
Okay.
the one I want to show.
It's back up, so yeah. Okay, just do it ASAP. Thank you. All right. Okay. Bye. Thank you.
Rolling? Everybody rolling? Rolling.
Okay, this the police briefing. Okay, this ain't the one I want to show at first, but I go ahead and let this one play.
John Walker. I'm the chief of police of the California State Police Department.
And John is spelled.
J-O-N.
And I can't hear know what he's saying.
What do we got today, Chief?
I can only give you a recap of what we've been doing since the 21st of December. Just to give you a recap, as you all know, the 21st of December, we got a call to this location about 5:45 p.m. We were notified that there was two.
I'm trying to turn it up, y'all. Y'all can hear what he's saying.
Orson, both 4 and 3 years old. There was an extensive search in the neighborhood, which produced nothing. We've done several interviews since then. We've had several agencies involved. We've been working nonstop on this thing since the 21st of December till today. As we're still working, we've been working around the clock. We have several agencies involved, like I said, and we're doing our best to locate the kids. So that's all we've got at this time.
Hey, Sophia.
There are things in the works, but I don't want to taint or compromise the investigation at this time.
How many agencies are working with you on this case?
I would say at this time 4.
We've noticed Bakersfield Police Department fires
4
out here as well,
agencies.
and I understand
4
they're taking some
agencies.
video from some neighbors' homes. How much are they involved in this investigation?
At this point, just peripheral. They're helping us out.
And the FBI?
The same.
Okay. It's been more than a week now since the boys disappeared. It's cold up here. This is desert. In your gut, do you feel these boys are still alive?
I can't comment on that, whether I think they're alive or not. I do suspect foul play. We haven't been able to put together, how the boys got out of the yard.
All right, I remember somebody was telling me, excuse me, in the comment section that somebody said something about they suspect foul play, and he just said it right there. He can't comment whether they died, whether they dead or not, but he do suspect foul play, which I think a lot of us kind of already came to the conclusion already that there's foul play involved. Usually with a lot of stories like these, that's what it come out to is foul play involved. That's why you can't find them anything like that right off top. So anybody who had that conclusion, he just said it right there. He suspected too that it's foul play going on.
Or where they've gone.
Chief, on the Attorney General's website, they have the 2 boys missing
Yes,
listed. On Orrin West, they've got it listed him as
Fractured leg.
a fractured lower left leg as a identifying mark, and that's on Orrin West, listed as a fractured lower left leg. Were you aware about that?
No.
Do you?
Now he say, damn, excuse me. He said he didn't know about that. I do remember the mom telling me. She said one of them had a broken fractured femur. I forgot exactly what a femur is, but it was fractured and broken or something like that. And I'm assuming that's what the man right here is asking. And the mom told me that herself. I'm surprised he didn't know nothing about that.
Believe Any reason to believe that these two boys may have been physically abused by their adoptive parents?
I can't rule that out, but I can't comment on that either.
Okay, but there was no knowledge that before that Orrin West had a fractured lower left
Not
leg?
to my knowledge, no.
Okay, well, knowing that, what does that tell you, if anything?
I can't comment on that either. I mean, fractured leg can happen, especially with small children, any way possible. I mean, they fall down a lot. So,
And why do you suspect foul play in this case?
Good question.
we have no way of knowing how they got out of the yard.
Y'all, it's real low, so I don't know how well y'all can hear this. But the man asked, why do you suspect this foul play? And he pretty much said the same thing I'm saying, how they got out the gate. Okay, if they got out the gate, and if it was swift like the man said it was, you should be able to find them just like that. So now we in a week, and they ain't found these children. So what is really going on here? And then again, I'm gonna show you a video later where Wayne is showing the property, and it's a whole lot of land out there, a whole lot of land and dirt and everything out there, So, but that was a good question, and he giving the answer that I'm giving. I mean, how? How was this? Y'all don't know nothing.
Nothing that shows how they got out of the yard and if they wandered out of the yard. We don't know.
What message do you have for the community about, how committed they've been to trying to find these two boys and how to maintain, how to stay resolute during this time when we still don't know much of anything?
We absolutely appreciate everything from the community. I don't know if you know that first night, there was literally hundreds of people out here looking for them, and we truly appreciate that. I think this whole community is invested in this thing. My department is invested in this thing to the point where, we don't want to give up. We want to locate them any way we possibly can. We're accepting any information that you could possibly give us, any tips. We're following up on everything.
Sir, on
Yes,
that
sir.
note, we've had people ask, should they still look for the boys? It's cold. People have been looking in the night. Should the community still look
I would
for
never
the boys?
tell anybody to stop, but if they have anything that they could give us, we'll definitely take it.
Could you tell us where are the parents at this time?
I don't know. I know that I don't know exactly where they are. No.
Did you?
Hold on, guys. I just got a response from the mom. I'm gonna let her know that I'm live right now, and I'm gonna see what she's gonna say. I just got a response from the mom. So give me a minute, and let me let her know that I'm live. All right, so I just sent the mom the link, let her know that I'm live. I don't know if she's gonna come in and speak or not, but I just let her know that I'm live. If she can stomach it, let her come in. If she speaks, we're gonna welcome her in the chat room.
So
Amen.
If you
We're
guys
gonna work her in
needed
the
to
chat room.
contact the parents, do you guys have the availability to do that?
Okay,
or-
she did see it. She's responding to me.
Are
Let
the
me see what she's
parents
saying.
main suspects in this case?
Not at this time.
Chief, as you know,
There are no named suspects at this time.
well, it's possible that the boys could have been picked up by a complete stranger.
Absolutely.
Isn't it true that in these types of cases, the majority of times, some family member or somebody...
Okay, she said, I can't right now. She said she's at work. And her clients there are very nosy. Okay, I understand, dear.
known to the
Let me
family
respond back to her.
is involved in abducting children or
In my
taking...
experience, it's been very common, yes.
That it's usually a family member.
It could be, yes.
Do you have any of the other 4 kids in custody right now? Are they in police custody?
Oh, the other 4 kids are in protective custody right now, yes.
And have you questioned them at all? How old
I
are they?
can't comment on that right now.
Do you know how old they are? Could you tell us
I don't want to comment on that either.
So,
average age?
Just going back to the day these kids were reported missing, just to confirm, that was Monday night, correct?
Monday night,
And
41st of December.
And who reported them missing?
Parents.
Okay. You guys mentioned that there was a lot of focus on the backyard. You said that you couldn't tell how they left from the backyard. We noticed a lot of tools were used in the backyard. Can you talk about some of the work, what you guys were trying to reveal back there?
We're just trying to dig up anything, any clues that we can possibly find to find out where they had gone, and also to confirm that they're not in the backyard.
How extensive was the digging in the backyard?
Fairly extensive.
Anything useful turn up?
No.
What message do you have for anyone? I feel like someone out there knows something more that might help you guys move forward in this. What message do you have for someone who knows
I
something?
definitely believe people know. Someone knows.
Hey, Lady La, what's going on? Lady T, what it do? Hey, Thunder, what's going on?
I mean, in my opinion, babies.
Lady La,
Where they're at, and we
the holidays done passed, and look at all this fuck shit going on, dude.
any of those people
All
have any-
these children,
any idea where these kids
Man,
are, or can give us any information.
all this fuck shit going on. The holidays done passed, the children supposed to be happy, and all this fuck shit going on, man. It's a motherfucker ridiculous.
That needs to be
Oh yeah,
worked through in the
it's not even.
investigation.
It's not even. No, it's not even close to becoming a cold case. It's an active investigation. It's going on right now, as we speak. I guarantee you.
What are the steps moving forward for your guys and the other agencies involved?
Just to continue to evaluate all the evidence involved and interview anybody that we think is a person of interest and gather as much intel as we possibly can until we come to a conclusion.
Do you think you're going to go back in the house at any point? You have that search warrant still, right?
It's absolutely possible, yes.
What about the biological parents in Bakersfield? Have they been cooperative in this investigation?
For the most part, yes. Yes.
California City has the third largest land area in the entire state. There's a lot of ground to cover, sprawling desert. Have you guys started combing through the desert yet?
No, we have no reason unless we have any other tips that they could possibly be out in the desert. It's been my experience, especially with small children, you always start from the inside out. You start from where were they seen last. And if we feel that we have enough information and enough evidence to expand out, we absolutely will. But at this point, we have no reason to believe that.
The adoptive father told us that, he wished he could go to
Thank you.
every house.
No, it's
knock on
not.
the
It's
door,
not
see
easy
if their
covering this
kids are
story.
inside.
It's not.
From a law enforcement
It's not
perspective,
easy
when you
covering
say
none of
you
these
wanna start
stories.
from where the kids were last seen.
And I stress that to everybody when I do this. Y'all think it's easy for us to come up here and do these stories. It's not, because when you do these stories, you gotta sometimes try to take your emotion out of it in order to do it, and it's hard to do that. Just like now, I got emotion going on inside my body, but I gotta separate myself from it in order to give y'all a show and let y'all hear what's going on. Even though a lot of y'all probably already know what's going on, a lot of time when I do these shows and I'm late on it, I feed off the audience. I feed off of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So if some of y'all already know what's going on, y'all come in and say, hey, Chris, they saying this, they saying that, and I bounce back what y'all say. You know what I'm saying? So yes, you're all right there. It is not easy doing these stories at all, so I appreciate the salute, but sometimes when I get through doing these stories, I be down there a hot wreck and a hot mess because the shit's so sickening what's going on to these children. So, but that's why I salute anybody who do these stories on these platforms. I salute to anybody who do these stories. My hats off to every last one of y'all.
How many neighbors have you guys contacted here, and is it difficult to be able to search inside anywhere like that?
So we've contacted.
Thank you, Miss Indy.
And we've talked to everybody in the neighborhood. Just our goal is to basically look at the kid. So if I come to your door and
Lady T, that's a good question. And I'm sorry, y'all, for keep stopping it. That's a good question. I want to know that too. If they was outside drawing chalk, see, this is why I say I bounce off of y'all. If the kids was outside playing with chalk, I'm sure you was outside long enough for them to start making any drawings. Where the drawings at? Good question, Lady T. Good question.
The next thing we'll do the next thing we'll do the next. Unless we have any other information that leads us to the point where we can actually enter their home and look for a child, we can.
So it'll be accurate to say, and I apologize if I'm reiterating this.
Hey, Dominique.
Every neighbor you guys spoke to, not a single sight of them.
No.
When was the most recent that a neighbor cited they've seen the kids?
We none of the neighbors have seen the kid.
ever.
At what point do you guys decide to bring out dogs to try to help out in this
Done
investigation?
that. It's been done multiple times.
And the canines consistently found that the scent of the children did not leave the house.
Correct.
Just to break that down a little bit,
Look.
piggyback of
I'm telling y'all, this the same thing that happened to Malia Bass. They brought the dogs out. I don't remember them catching the scent on Malia, or if they did, they only caught it to a certain distance. This man just said we brought the dogs out, they catch no scent. I'm telling you, this is Malia Bass 2.0. Same shit, just with different little entities up in it. Same shit.
piggybacking off of Perla's thing, when you guys use dogs to search for missing people, if their scent was just even a bit outside of the home, would they actually follow that scent?
Generally, yeah. But it all depends on the dog as well. You know, it could be the wind blowing, it could be the dog can't pick up the scent, it could be a lot of things going on, but that's the general idea. That's the hope.
Could you explain how police were able to get a warrant inside the house and retain
What post,
four kids, even two of
you
them?
said you put the link to the CSI video from the last night on my,
The fact that the kids
what
were
other
missing,
post?
the easy part. You know,
I tell you what, do me a favor, who just said that, send it to my email.
You're allowed. Enough evidence is the kids were missing, and you were able
That
to
is
get
correct.
custody
You know,
over the other four.
correct.
Oh, you was the one that was talking about, I know who you are. Yeah, you the one that was telling me about the land and stuff. Okay.
From the
Send it to my email. Send it to my email right there.
In a household where they involve any kids, all the kids are taken out of the house.
Now we know
Appreciate you coming over, man.
Here in California
Or
City, we've noticed
ma'am,
FBI,
whoever you are. I don't know you a
we've
guy
noticed
or a female.
Several cars have been
But y'all
parked,
having y'all,
law
please hit that
enforcement,
thumbs up.
undercover vehicles have been parked near here around several streets. Why is that? Can you explain anything? Shed any light on that?
We want to keep an eye on the area, and again, if we ever get any evidence the kids could be anywhere in this neighborhood, and also just to keep an eye on the house and see who comes and goes.
Has there been a human trafficking issue in Cal City or recent cases?
Not that I'm.
Okay, Heather. Thanks for coming through, Heather. Thank you so much.
Go ahead, Perla.
Did the luminol find anything?
Not that I know.
I just want to piggyback off of the recent question here. When you say whenever there's a situation involving kids, the other children go into protective custody.
Normally, yes.
Well, from my understanding, we have a lot of missing, persons cases in Bakersfield, and when a parent reports their child missing, the other kids aren't taken away from them. So what circumstances have to be in play in order for the other children of the household to be
YT said December
protective custody
22nd is the
rather
fourth
than custody
highest
of their
satanic
parents?
holiday according to the
Generally,
NCJRS.
the
I'm about to look that up. Thanks for the information. I'm about to look that up.
Juvenile situation where there's been.
As a
any
matter of
harm,
fact,
neglect,
let me look that up right now.
Or any kind of harm to any of the children, we automatically have to take all the other kids out of the house.
So you're
Until there's an
saying,
investigation done.
so
by
you're
Child
saying that,
Protective
so you're
Services.
saying that based off of that there have been other types of abusive things
No,
for
I'm
you
not
guys
saying
to be
there was
able to
abuse
do
at
that.
all. I think the kids are missing, and we can't put that together. So until we determine one way or the other what happened to the children, the other 4 children are taken out of the home. Now the parents can try to go to Children's Services and get the children back. But that's totally up to Children's Services.
Chief, if somebody wants to come forward with information but they're afraid to come forward publicly, how can they do so anonymously and contact you if they have
They can
information?
call our station.
YT is not letting me click it in the chat room.
Can't you guys
So do me a favor. Can you send it to my email?
Somebody really says, look, I don't want to get involved, but here's information you should know. Is there any way they can contact you with being totally anonymous?
Call the station. That's all I can say. That's all I hope.
Where else are police? And,
Ariel, don't delete that. Don't delete that. He fine. He or she fine.
or do they
I actually want them to do that.
I can't comment on that right now.
Can you save your searching in Bakersfield?
I can't comment on that right now.
Yeah, YT, send it to my email.
How about words for
'Cause it ain't gonna let me click in the
obviously
chat
there
room.
are a lot of signs
Appreciate you.
out on the
Appreciate
major
you.
roadway that are asking where are these boys at?
Of course.
Well, what are your words to the people that are asking that same question and asking these same questions that we are asking you today?
Well, my answer to that is that's my question as well. I want to find these kids as much as anybody else.
Oh yeah, if you ain't got a wrench, then yeah, the link ain't gonna post. That's right. It ain't gonna post.
I mean, around the clock. We haven't given up on this thing. We want to keep on it as diligently as we can, because we know the clock's ticking. and we really need to find them. So my answer to those people would be, I want to find them as bad as you do, and if you have any information, please come forward and give it to us, and we'll follow up.
Chief, you're not a very large police department here, a small police department in California City. How is this case, what impact has it had on your resources?
Huge, huge. I got people that are on their days off coming in. I got people that are supposed to be working days that, I was putting 19, 20 hours in last week myself. So my guys, they're working tirelessly on this thing and not complaining because they want to find these kids as bad as everyone else.
Do you have any reason to believe that the kids are still inside the house?
No,
Even though the canines didn't smell their scent?
no, I'm not getting out.
And Mr. Walker, just
Okay,
talking
Heather,
about,
I got your
different
email.
Agencies helping out. Part of it is because to help with manpower, correct?
Correct.
If you could talk about general assignments, the FBI, what aspect of that are they looking at? What aspect is KCSO looking at? And do you guys have those kind of designations on who does what?
Well, basically, all those bigger agencies, they have all the other resources, right? The crime labs and that sort of thing. So they're really helping us out with that, analyzing any evidence we have and any clues that we can come up with.
Chief,
So that's a real big help for us.
para Telemundo.
Thank you, Heather. I got your
Algo
link.
en
Thank you.
español, lo que sea, nada más para la gente que esté escuchando, porque hay gente hispana que vive aquí en California City. ¿Qué mensaje le tiene usted a la persona, a la comunidad hispana, para ayudar a encontrar a estos dos niños?
My Spanish is really bad,
That's fine.
but yo quiero mucho ayudar, por favor. Dígame, por favor. Llámame, por favor.
Para encontrar a los niños.
Sí.
¿Piensa usted que los niños están vivos? ¿Piensa usted, do you believe the kids are still alive? In
I
Spain?
want to believe that, yes.
Yeah, Jennifer, you just missed it. They did talk about the dog. You just missed it.
A lot of people have been
Welcome to the
wondering
show.
about,
You just missed it.
What constitutes an Amber Alert? And why
No problem,
wasn't
Heather.
sent out?
No problem.
An Amber Alert,
Hey, check this
the
out.
way I understand it,
And I'm sorry for people. I'm talking through the interview. I'm just trying to let y'all know that I am paying attention to the chat room, which I usually don't get a chance to do. This is the first time in a while that I pay attention to the chat room, because I really want to see what y'all got to say about this or whatnot. And the mom just responded back to me. If she get a chance, she said she will come to the live, but we probably won't know that she's going to be here because she probably won't say nothing. But she just hit me back, said, she get a chance, she will come to the live. So salute to you, Mom. Yeah, you just missed it. They just talked about the dog. He said the dog, they hit no scent. And the guy asked, if it was innocent in the house, would they usually hit it? He said usually they would. He said, but then again, that depends on the dog. And I'm curious about that. What does it mean when he say depends on the dog? Does it mean if the dog, would the dog be sick or would it be uncooperative? Or something like that. What does he mean? It depends on the dog. And then he also mentioned, it all depends on the wind blow too, which I could believe that, depending on the wind blow. Stuff like that. So Jennifer, yeah, you just missed what they talked about the dog. You just missed it. And guys, come on, y'all. We got a handful of people over here, man. I can't get at least 25 likes. Then after we hit that 25, can we get up to 30? Come on now. Y'all heard me say that a couple of times. Get that like up for your boy.
to the best of my knowledge and my experience, would be if we have a known person who has taken a child and we have a vehicle information about that vehicle, so we put that out for all the drivers and all the commuters to be on the lookout for that vehicle and that license plate number. So, in fact, we can recover the child. We don't have any of that information at this time.
I also want to confirm one thing just to make sure we're putting out the most accurate info. You said that since this couple has been here, that there was never a sighting of the children?
Not that we know. They've only been here since September.
Okay.
Oh,
was there a sighting?
I'm glad he said that. Hold up. Let me stop again. I'm glad he said that. I do remember I'm hearing that since they have moved here, nobody's seen these children. Now, that's a big question mark. Now, the reason I stopped to say that because in the comment section of the video I did prior, somebody said, I believe them kids was dead before they moved over here. How many of y'all agree with that? Just by hearing that right there. People around the neighborhood said, since they've been here, we haven't seen them. So if that is the case, and you got a neighborhood that ain't seen no children, then I would question that too. Why nobody has seen these children? And I would think that too. Was these boys dead already before y'all came over here? Remember, the mom said, I don't know these people. I don't know these people. So you got a lot of holes up in this story and a lot of questions that need to be asked. All right? But we'll play the full interview of the adopted parents in a minute.
The parents' other children?
Not that I know.
Okay.
No.
Can we ask a question as a community?
Thank y'all for getting the likes up. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, life is good. What's going on? UFO, what up, my brother?
Whatever you feel.
UFO, you been fucking me for a long time, man. Let me mod you up, my brother.
It's welcome. Whatever. I'm not going to close any doors. Whatever's open, I'm willing to take.
Hey, Terry, what's going on? What's going on with you? Thank y'all so much for coming in. Thank y'all so much.
We most happily will.
Okay, thank you. We just wanted, because we heard you say earlier, you know, you guys weren't going out there, but there's so many of us still willing to.
Right,
We know it's
Jennifer,
vast. We know
there was
that
plain
we
no
have a
sense.
certain number of people.
Right.
Let me shut up. Stop talking to this interview because it's already low. Y'all probably can barely hear. So let me try to shut up.
We have to concentrate on where we saw them last, and if something leads us to expand our search, we absolutely will.
And I'm
a question about the parents' van.
I'm sorry.
Somebody yesterday informed me they spotted a vehicle that looked identical to the parents' van coming back from the direction of Silver Saddle on Sunday, the day before the boys were reported missing.
I can tell you that's not possible.
Guys, let me ask a question for those y'all who've been following this story heavy. Can somebody tell me in the chat room, why did they pull the van? I remember somebody saying that too. Why did they pull the van?
Let me dispel that right now. That's not possible.
Are there any other rumors?
Can you say that again, Chief? What's not possible again?
That the van was seen somewhere on their civil Saturday yesterday.
No, it was seen the Sunday before they were reported
Oh.
missing.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, we can follow up on that. Sure.
Yeah, we reported it and, never heard back.
Okay.
Don't
Well,
you think you should comb the desert, like, go out like in spurs where everybody goes in the same direction and look for those kids?
Sure, that's a possibility.
I think that's a good possibility.
But right now, we're not going to spend the resources on that right now. We're concentrating on right here.
Chief, there's obviously a lot of information out there. Are there any main rumors that you want people to just stop spreading? Is there anything else you could dispel?
Main rumors are rumors. People are going to say what they're going to say. But just so they know that we haven't given up on this thing and we are working still diligently to try to find these kids.
And I'm being asked to ask this question as well. In the last decade, there have been several unsolved either missing persons cases or homicide cases. As a police chief, what trend have you noticed here that contributes to that? What do people have to think about when they say, well,
I need you to be more specific. What are you referring to?
Well, we did a story with the police chief at the time, Mr. Hurtado, back in 2019, and we talked about the $25,000 rewards that you guys now have for multiple unsolved cases.
Yeah. Yes, but right now I have a full-time crime analyst that's working on any cold cases that we have. But any city that you have is going to have cold cases. It's just the larger the city, more cases you're going to have. Right now we're holding 8 cases. And again, I have a crime analyst who works full-time on that. And
what has he shared with you? Because you said the bigger the city, the more cases there's going to be. Well, in the last decade, this is a population of about 14,000. I think 2,500 of them are counting the prison population. So what do you think contributes to this sort of crime here, the missing persons, the homicides? What are factors that come into play there?
Again, I think we only have one missing person at this time, and the other are unsolved homicides. But we're a small city, you're right. And we've only had 8 at this time. So if I was in a city of, say, Los Angeles of 4.5 million people, they're probably carrying a couple hundred cold cases right now. So, like this year alone, we've had no homicides at all. So it's just a matter of population and crime.
One more question from me. Did the parents deny to take a lie detector test?
I can't comment on that.
And would you be able to provide us the 911 call that they made initially?
Can I provide it?
Yeah, the recording.
She just asked 2 questions. She said, did the parents deny the lie detector test? He said he can't comment. And he said, are you going to provide the 911 call? I would like to hear that myself. Good question, whoever asked that. Good question.
Does police have all the recordings of 911
I have to look into that right now with our investigator to see if they want to use that.
Sounds good.
Okay?
Thank you.
Sorry, last question for me.
It's under the authorities, or the foster
We have him in
parents.
custody.
Sorry, Chief, last question for me. Can you confirm, since the beginning of this incident from last week, that there has been nobody detained or arrested during this entire investigation?
There's no one been arrested.
Has anyone been detained?
Well, people have been questioned.
Okay.
Formally detained, no.
And not held in custody upon their own will?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you, Chief.
Thank you.
We'll be in touch.
All your staff. Anybody else have?
And we'll have the full story on 23 ABC tonight at 5.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's a police briefing. I think Mr. Wayne posted it up. Okay, I got it. Somebody send me the NCJRs. I got it. Appreciate you. I think this was yesterday. Terry said, I love your platform. Appreciate you. I asked about the car. Somebody said, they said routine since no scent left kids. Excuse me. Since no scent left the house. Only way scent will be dropped is if kids were carried. Okay, cool. Tana said because they're trying to see if they could be traced to kids, they might try to move their bodies. All right, cool. I should have known that. That's common sense. I should have known that. Everybody please like. All right, cool. So, all right. God damn, excuse me. That was the police briefing right there, and I apologize y'all for talking through the briefing, but I will post a link if you want to go listen for it yourself. So I do humbly apologize for that. All right. So let's go to this. Mr. Wayne was showing where they were serving search warrants.
Excuse me, can I use your cell phone? All right, guys, I'm going to get out of the shot really quickly because you're seeing just basically, a vacant house over here. But you see the police chief of the California City Police Department behind me right now. Before we went live here, there were several police officers, various agencies that just went into the home again of the adoptive parents whose 2 children were reported missing on December 21st. You see the police chief walking in there right now. Okay, so prior, you guys are going to see this more on our 5 o'clock show, but multiple officers went into the home. They were banging on the door. They said that they were serving a search warrant. And you had a few officers who lifted up the garage right here. You had a few officers who went around the corner this way to get into the home as well. Now, this is not the first search warrant that they've served at this home. There have been 2 other search warrants that they served. One was for the technology of the adoptive parents, which the police chief confirmed with me today involved their cell phones and other various technology. Now we have other authorities here taking photos of the home. They're just coming in as we are, you see this officer right here is holding some kind of tool in his hand. Maybe something to pry open a door or something. All right, guys, so we're not seeing too much out here as many authorities are inside, but this right here on the...
Look at all that. Look at all that. Excuse me. Look at all that weed, wheat, where the fuck that is. Weed, dirt. Look at all that shit back there.
Right side of the home is public property. So I want to take you guys over to the side of the home here. the police chief, he spoke to us just a few hours ago. He said a huge focus that the police department had was in the backyard of this home. You could remember Trezell West and Jaqueline West, the adoptive parents of these two missing kids. Just to remind you guys, a missing 3-year-old, missing 4-year-old, reported missing December 21st. They told authorities that their children...
Look at all that. Look at all that shit. Plenty of room to do a lot of dirt. Plenty of room to do a whole lot of damn dirt.
Were here, essentially in the backyard playing when they suddenly disappeared. And the police chief told me...
Now hold up. Where's the back porch at? So if this the back of the house, way up there, this the back of the house, y'all can see my cursor. If that's the back of the house way up there and you grabbing wood, how the hell, if kids playing with chalk to keep them occupied, they just gonna look up all of a sudden and come all the way over here by the gate and become missing? If this the backyard and the back porch, what would make them come all the way over here by the gate and leave? For what purpose? Especially if you told them time and time again, don't go out that gate. I don't care. Unless I'm out here, don't go out that gate. If you instilled it in their mind, them kids not going to touch that gate.
Earlier during their investigation, they had multiple tools working in this backyard right here, digging up some of the terrain, working to see if there was any disturbed earth, to see if there were any possibility that the kids were in the back.
Seriously. I mean, seriously, look at all this back here. That's a big ass backyard. So the only way I can see the kids could have even got the notion to get out the gate, they would have to be right here by the gate. Now, I was a child once, and I know we did shit when we were children. But come on now, look at all that back there. Look at all this back here. And they just gonna look up and leave out this gate. Man, who you fooling? But maybe I'm wrong. Who am I? Maybe I'm wrong.
Yard. You take that for what it sounds like. And essentially the police chief said nothing came up. The police chief also confirmed with us that there was a canine that was essentially deployed on the first day they went missing on Monday. The police chief said the canine did not leave the house, that the children's scent was only in the house. So now police are back in the home. Now you also see that there is this white van over here that says Bakersfield Police Department. We learned not too long ago that now the Bakersfield Police Department is involved, which means 4 agencies that we know of are working this case. The California City Police Department, the FBI.
Hold up. And those of you who don't like me stopping the video, fuck you. This is what I do. Look at how big this front yard is. Look how big the front yard is. Where the fuck they gonna go? Seriously, if they not familiar with the neighborhood, you never walk them in the neighborhood, even if they did get out the goddamn gate, where the fuck they was gonna go? Right now, these adoptive parents are full of shit. They full of shit right now until otherwise they can't convince me that they're not. I'm looking at this big ass house. What child who don't know the neighborhood is gonna wander off like that? I mean, seriously, unless you know the neighborhood. If you got little buddies down there, you know, you might go to the house or whatnot. You might want to go down there. But, again, remember earlier, they've been here for a while. Nobody ain't seen no kids. So, again, I asked the question, how many of y'all believe that the kids may have been already dead before they came over here? Let's continue.
The Kern County Sheriff's Office and now Bakersfield Police. I spoke to a neighbor just west of here. He said that the Bakersfield Police Department came to his home a few days ago and took surveillance footage from him that essentially showed some kind of, that basically had something of interest that authorities were looking for. Now, I'm only mentioning the points that were released to me. I'm not trying to extrapolate or speculate anything, but you see for yourself. The authorities are back out here at this house. We know that the adoptive parents are not inside. The police chief told us earlier that he was unsure where the parents were staying at, but that if they needed to contact the parents, they have the ability to do so. Essentially, since the last 7 or 8 days since people have been searching for these kids, these adoptive parents have been interviewed more than one occasion. And from what we were told, I would say just about an hour and a half to 2 hours ago by the police chief, was that there were no named suspects at the time. We're unsure if that's changed. All we know is that there's another search warrant to the parents' home. All we know is that multiple authorities of various agencies have now entered the home. We saw the Bakersfield Police Department or another agency taking photographs of the outside of the home. Now the majority of those authorities are inside investigating. So we are going to try to get as much information going on, as much information as we can, to kind of understand what the circumstances of this next search warrant is. We're also going to try to figure out for you guys whether the adoptive parents, who essentially the police chief said they've interviewed multiple times, whether they've been taken into custody or whether they're formally going to be named as suspects. We understand that the police chief told us that there was people detained, that there was at least one subject detained since the investigation began on December 21st, but he said that they were not kept past their own will. So that person had the option of leaving if they wanted to. Now, this is another important point to mention here. The police chief confirmed with us that the other 4 children of these adoptive parents have been in protective custody since the investigation began. That there are a total of 6 kids, according to authorities. Again, 3-year-old Orson and 4-year-old Orrin were reported missing December 21st. Those other 4 children of the adoptive parents have been in basically protective custody. So again, we have nothing confirmed of any suspect name.
Let me ask y'all a question, because y'all know I'm doing this story late. Was all 6 of them kids adopted? Was all 6 of them adopted? What up, Spencer, in the building? What up, E. Nick? I think I seen you in the other video. Hey, Ma, what's going on? I see you. No, they haven't said yet, dear, with the children are. What up, Ron? What it do, my brother? And I think that's everybody right now. And shout out to the people in the bush. You know what I'm saying? Show love to your boy. We got 34. Can we get to 40? Appreciate you. BCH Bomb says, I think maybe they moved after the kids died so that the neighbors won't even know. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
At this time, no, formal naming of any suspect or suspects. But what we do know is that this is, multiple times now the authorities have come back to this home.
2 biological and 4
The police
adopted.
chief also told us that,
Thank you.
I'm seeing some of the comments here saying, oh, how could they not name a suspect? Well, that may have changed. We don't know that yet. That was according to an hour and a half to 2 hours ago, where they told us that they have not formally named a suspect. Of course, we're going to have to wait for the police chief to come back out of the home to basically tell us if that has changed at all. So just to kind of give you a scene from a wider scene of what's going on here.
Look at all that field and shit.
Of course, we have
out
other
there.
media here. It looks like we have.
Look at all that shit out there. That's a lot of desert.
That may have changed. We don't know that yet. That was according to an hour and a half to 2 hours ago, where they told us that they have not formally named a suspect. Of course, we're going to have to wait for the police chief to come back out of the home to basically tell us if that has changed at all. So just to kind of give you a scene from a wider scene of what's.
Look at all that shit out there. I wanted it the deputies go way out there. Man, that is a lot of places out there to do some dirt. You can get away with a lot of shit out there. I wonder did they go way out here? Y'all see my cursor? Did they go way out here? Did they search out that way? I'm just curious.
Going on here. Of course, we have other media here. It looks like we have official vehicle here, one right here. That was a police vehicle that the police chief got out of. You see that Ford up the distance a little bit. Those were some authority vehicles that pulled up. And then here you got the BPD crime scene unit at the scene as well. So we're gonna try to figure out exactly what's happening here. I see that Megan Tripp, you're asking, did they interview other children? We asked the police chief that. He said he was not able to comment. The police chief said that essentially police knocked on every single one of these homes here, and not a single neighbor, he said, to his knowledge, has ever seen Orson or Orrin West since the family moved in here on September.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Nobody's seen specifically Orson and Orrin since when? September. We in December. What the fuck? Since September to December, somebody would have seen them at least about 4 or 5 times. Maybe I'm wrong. Unless y'all just jailed them in the house all the time, then that would make a difference. Or y'all never let them come in the front yard. I guess they would make a difference. But even with that though, y'all got a vehicle. So y'all was coming and leaving, going to places to get something to eat, going to the zoo or going to a park or something. You know, somebody would have seen them at least about 4 times by now. So you mean to tell me from September on up to now, nobody in this neighborhood saw specifically Orson and Orrin? That's a motherfucking ridiculous right there.
Again, the police chief confirmed with us that authorities knocked on pretty much every door here, spoke to as many neighbors as they can. None of them have said they've ever seen the children here. But it's also important to mention, the police chief said, that they only moved in here on September, that they are new residents here in California City. But what we have to do right now is I have to go back to the car. I have to gather some of our other elements of this story so that we have a story for you at 5 p.m. so we're prepared. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off for right now. Of course, if there's any other information that is coming out of this, you will hear it here first. We will be sure to update you. I will come back live on this Facebook page, come live on Facebook, if there is any development that you guys should be aware of. Right now, I do have to sign off, but we'll update you with more soon. All right, bye.
This right here is the biggest bunch of crock of shit that I ever heard. And again, this is Malia Bass 2.0. Damn near the same damn story. Only just got different entities up in it. The same damn story of Malia Bass. Same damn story. Same damn story, damn near. Ain't no way in hell you gonna tell me I stayed in the neighborhood September, October, November, December. I stayed in the neighborhood for 3 damn months and you ain't seen my child or my adopted child at least not 2. I'll go so far as say 2 times. You ain't seen at least 2 times. But I want y'all to understand, they specifically naming Orrin and Orson. So meaning they seen the other ones. Why haven't they seen Orson and Orrin? And they specifically naming Orson and Orrin. And no, I mean, I'm pretty much sure we all in the same boat. Something sounds suspect. Amen? Something sounds suspect. Way left field in this story. And you motherfuckers get on here doing these interviews and shit. You know, man. Man. For anybody who want to be a content creator, please make sure you got the stomach to do this. Make sure you got the stomach to do it. Because this shit is not easy at all. At all. We got 36 thumbs up. Can I get 4 more for 40? Appreciate you.
Well, Jessica, this is the second search warrant executed that we know of here at the adoptive parents' home. Essentially, before 3 p.m., a bunch of officers and various authorities surrounded the home. They said basically, look, we got a search warrant, let us in. It didn't appear anybody was inside because authorities actually went in through the side gate over here and then eventually through the front door. The police chief told us after they went inside that there is still no suspect identified, or suspects, I should say, identified in this case. But before the search warrant was executed, he did reveal some new details about their investigation. With guns drawn, authorities entered the California City home of Trezell and Jaqueline West, the adoptive parents of 3-year-old Orson West and 4-year-old Orrin West. The parents told authorities their 2 boys disappeared from their backyard on December 21st.
We have no way of knowing how they got out of the yard. Nothing that shows how they got out of the yard and if they wandered out of the yard.
California City Police Chief John Walker believes this is now more than just a missing persons case. He believes foul play was involved.
Someone knows. And I would hope that person would come forward.
And that's why Walker says authorities have paid so much attention on the couple's home, even digging up the backyard in recent days.
We're just trying to dig up anything, any clues that we can possibly find to find out where they had gone and also to confirm that they're not in the backyard.
Walker confirmed the family was new to California City. They moved here in September with 6 children. The other 4 kids have been in protective custody during the investigation.
The kids are missing, and we can't put that together. So until we determine one way or the other what happened to the children, the other 4 children are taken out of the home.
Walker said the parents have been interviewed by authorities on more than one occasion. Their home was searched at least one time prior to Tuesday. Their phones and at least one of their vehicles is still in police custody. Meantime, Walker says officers have knocked on nearly every door in the neighboring area trying to find more information on when the kids were last seen.
From every neighbor you guys spoke to, not a single sight of them.
No.
When was the most recent that a neighbor cited they'd seen the kids?
None of the neighbors have seen the kids.
Ever?
No.
And it's important to mention that when authorities were leaving the home today, they were carrying large bags with them, and we were wondering what that was. So we asked the police chief when he exited the home, hey, what was that? He said, look, we're just gathering evidence that was evidence that we collected from the home. It's something that's going to help them with their investigation. He also mentioned that police have not been scavenging through the desert yet. He said in this point in their investigation, that has not led them to going out there and trying to recover a body. But he did say that he appreciates everybody here in the community that he has noticed has spent their days working in the desert, searching with ATVs on their motorbikes in neighborhoods here. He says that all helps them out. For now, we're live in California City. Bayan Wang, 23 ABC, connecting you.
None of the neighbors seen them. None of the neighbors seen them. None of the neighbors seen them. I refuse to. It's just something you can't just swallow. Even for a small neighborhood, somebody gonna see the damn kids. And at this point, listening to everything that I'm listening to, I'm surprised no suspect been named. I got somebody who might can help me out a bit. Hold on. It's one of my sources I go to when I do stories like these. Let me see if I get a hold of them. Y'all give me just a minute. Okay, she's not available right now. Well, I'm pretty much sure. Well, she might be still in the chat room. She'll call a little later. When I do stores like these, or when it's involving the law, something like that, I usually go to her and she can give me the insight of how this shit works, you know, because I'm ignorant to the law because I've never been in trouble. All right, guys, we're finna come to the grand finale. I only seen part of these people interview, but there was the full interview out of these two motherfuckers right here. We're gonna hear what they got to say. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining. Here we come with the grand finale.
We just want to thank everyone in the community for all the support we've seen. We've felt so.
Jack says, I saw in ABC LA article that FBI was in the house last night with hazmat suits and stuff. I'm wondering if they found the body. It looked like last night, but just followed the case, so unsure. I would look that up, Jack. I would look that up, and or if you got that article, send it to me. Anybody got my email? Never mind. Send that article to me, bro. Thank you.
So helpless, and seeing everybody out here really looking and helping out really means a lot.
Yeah, but you not looking. You're not looking. And they said, y'all coming from wrong. The reason they weren't out there looking because the police told them that we got a lot of experts already out there. Now, I never heard that shit before. I thought if you are the parents and you got custody of these children, however it may go, you are allowed to help with the search. That's bullshit to me. You know, because you said that what the police said that you don't have to. Okay, let's just say that's true. Okay, the police said you didn't have to go out and search. But he never said that you couldn't go out there. He just said you don't have to. He didn't say you couldn't go out there. So still, there's no fucking excuse why y'all didn't go out there and help these folks find your adopted children. I think they say the mom even tried to go out and help a little bit trying to find her child. You know, so if she could do that, why didn't y'all?
So, tell us what happened the night that kids went missing.
Okay.
From our yard.
Okay. It was cold. I was gonna make a fire. There's a lot of wood in this area right here next to our house. I opened up the back gate. I'm throwing wood, bringing it inside the house. My wife's inside. She was actually wrapping gifts, so we thought it was a good idea that our youngest two go outside and play with chalk on the back patio. Do not let them go on the dirt in the backyard. We keep them close. So I was playing with chalk, and I came in the house. I saw them there. I went in the house. I came back out. I didn't see them now.
Right, Shauna Rose, exactly. Body parts are all fucked
boys. She said, no, they should be outside playing with chalk. I said, well, I didn't see them, so I came back outside and I started searching my backyard. I searched the whole thing. I realized that I left the gate open and I panicked, came inside the house, searched the house, me and my wife. Once that didn't pan out, I got in the van. I looked down the street, both directions. It was getting dark, getting cold, and I got in the van and I hit a bunch of corners. I went down this street. I turned my light on. I searched. I called their names. Talked to a gentleman on the street on the other side over there. He didn't see me.
That's bullshit, because if it happened that quick, man, you should have been able to find them. The neighborhood is small for where we look. Well, it's kind of big and small. You should have been able to find them, bro. Unless there was somebody out there, they just kidnapped them. As soon as they came in the front yard, somebody went and got them, and they took off with them. Which I don't know how big is that in California. I don't know, but I guess it could be a small possibility. But come on, man. If it happened that quick, you would have been saw them. But I could be wrong. Who am I? I could be wrong. I don't know.
So then I came home and I told my wife, we need to call the cops. It's getting dark and I need help. We gotta get going. So I called the cops. Cops came. First thing they did was tell us to stay in the house so they can get a hold of us. And they had us just sitting there, and we wanted to keep searching. But everybody came out in droves, and I wanted to thank you guys that night, but we couldn't go outside.
The cops told us the best are out here.
The best are out here searching, and we appreciate it. And nobody ever could tell. We could never talk to anybody, and that was the issue.
We just want to thank everybody.
We really want to
And,
thank you guys.
Please, if anybody has seen them, please call. Let somebody know.
Call the cops. Call California the City Police Department. Call them and let them know what you've seen, if you see anything. Our boys, they are going to be rambunctious, okay? They are going to be here in this area.
And they say
and
you
I really
sister
would like
are
to go
on
in
this
the
shit.
houses.
What
but
sister?
It's
Who you
not
talking about?
because I want to invade people's privacy. I just want to know if
Make
they
sure.
make sure. That's it. Because I don't. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. If you got any questions.
Oh, no, you're good.
Oh, okay.
I was just going to say, this is the first time we're hearing from you guys, and I can't imagine what you guys are going through. I can't even fathom it. For you guys, for people who are thinking that there's some kind of foul play involved, we just spoke to the biological mother. She says she had a conversation with you guys, and that she thinks there's some kind of foul play involved, that she thinks you guys did something.
And that's understandable.
What's your response to that?
That's understandable. I would think the same thing.
Yep.
I mean, that's exactly the point. And if we can find our babies, then guess what? That's no. And that's all I want is to find our babies. That's it. And I talked to her this morning, and I really wanted to tell her that I am completely sorry because we were entrusted with her children, and they came to us, and they became our children. And we named them, and they are our children. And
And no, I'm still
we want
confused
them
what you're
back.
saying, but
So
it's all
please,
good.
if y'all
I
could
probably don't
back
know.
on
You
your-
said somebody
what
in
you
the chat
guys are
room you was
doing,
talking to?
we should be able to get a hold of somebody, but they took all of our tech, so they wanted to, I guess, just rule us out, which makes sense. That's part of the investigation. So that's pretty much it.
Have you guys, you talked to the police all last night?
Yes.
What?
He zoomed in on his
you guys
hand. Hell no.
mostly Gave them your
Everything.
technology,
Yes.
the car.
Yes.
Did they get how did they get a search warrant? Did you
I
guys?
no
I don't see
idea.
why they got one, but they got one. We
Yeah,
would
they
have let them
didn't
take
need one,
anything.
but-
We would have let them take everything. We let them come in and search with us. We asked them to come do that.
What did they take?
Just tech. And that's it. Like our
Okay, I got
phones.
you. I got you, Edna. Appreciate it.
house.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hey, this what I do, Edna. I mean,
Oh, well, should I answer that or?
Answer it to us, yeah.
hey, this what I do, and I don't know if you watched me before. I think I seen you before in my chat room, but shit, when I do show like this, I try to look up, down, left, right. I try to look at all corners, at all cracks and everything, because it could be something that we are missing. And again, a lot of time when I do these stories, especially if I'm late on these stories, I bounce off the chat room. So that's why I'm paying attention to the chat room so heavy, because a lot of stuff y'all saying in the chat room, I'm bouncing off of y'all. Because some of y'all been on this story longer than I have. And I appreciate y'all helping me doing this live stream. Y'all the one helping me doing this live stream. All right. Tana says she want me to rewind. Rewind to what part? Rewind to what part?
Okay. So into the. Okay, and I guess I don't even know.
I see. Yeah, we seriously felt like we needed to be out here. We did. Again, we were told the best are out here looking already. Just to stay put. They have more questions. There was literally a cop with us the whole.
And when they would have told me to stay put, I would have said, dude, fuck you. My children's out there missing. You can ask me questions while we search. Fuck you. I'm going to go look for my children. I'm not going to sit back and leave y'all to do all this on your own. These are my children. These are my foster children. These are my adopted children. I want to help. Because y'all ain't finna pin this shit on me. I would have said, fuck you. I'm going to go out there and help you. Fuck that. Anybody should go through the wire for their children. Now, I know everybody can agree with that in the chat room. A motherfucker gonna go through the wire for their children. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. Unless you just don't give a shit about them, then that's different.
All the time in there.
He had sitting down. We would ask, can we go help? They had to sit
Said
down.
nope.
He said, no, we got the best out there.
Okay, he said they did ask, can they go ahead? So maybe I need to retract some of that what I said.
So
We
it's
need
not.
you guys here in case we have more
I don't want you
questions.
guys thinking
We
we
don't.
didn't try. We actually
We
looked
tried.
before we called
We
the
looked,
police.
yes.
And I imagine the mind-boggling part is the search for information. What happened? Where are they?
Yes.
Et cetera, et cetera.
And
And just so we are able to present the information correctly, at what time did you guys notice your kids went missing? And at what time were they reported missing to the police?
It's about, I believe, I think it was about 4:30, going on 5. It was getting dark, like I said.
5-ish.
5-ish. That's about it. That's when everything played out.
And then when did you guys call the police to report them missing?
After we searched
Yeah.
a little bit around here, it was dark, so we definitely we got worried.
Would you say it was maybe within an hour, a couple hours?
No, it was within minutes of us getting finished with our search.
Okay.
It was within minutes.
What do you guys want people at home to understand about this situation? For them, even speaking about what you guys are feeling is difficult. What do you want them at home to understand about this whole situation?
We're going through it. It's difficult. I mean, everybody's making their own their own conclusions. They don't know anything. We're not sure like everything. We're not sure. We said what we knew, and if anybody has seen them or anything.
Ma'am, nobody in the neighborhood seen them, motherfucker. Nobody seen Orson them. So how the fuck they know who to look for? Are you fucking kidding me? Nobody know who, so they what?
Please call the police department.
Would you be willing to provide pictures, or do you have any?
I have older pictures. All my newest were on my phone.
Okay.
A lot of people are speaking of this as, after the math, past tense. I want to talk about your kids in present tense. What kind of boys are these? Tell us about the boys.
Very playful, very rambunctious, and they do love to wrestle. They do love to kind of get rough with each
They're
other.
kids.
They're kids.
Hey, bro, go on say the same thing Travion said. They know they ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. Go ahead and say that shit.
Of course, they would love to go out, but so during the pandemic, we weren't trying to go, out here. And so we stayed inside.
Did you guys ever go out and search?
Yes, we did. We searched before we called the cops. That's what we were saying.
What time did they come up missing?
They came missing right before it got dark. And then I searched that property. I even drove around this neighborhood right here. I even talked to a gentleman on that side, one of those streets over there. I said, did you see some little black kids?
You go that way looking for them?
That's the way I was going to come. But when I came back home, I decided to call the cops because it was dark. They couldn't have got away that fast.
And why did it take 2 people to go in the house and leave 2 kids out here by themselves? It should have been 1 parent going in and 1 parent right here watching the child, not 2 parents going in the house and leaving 2 little kids out here by themselves for 10 minutes.
They were in the backyard.
Get them.
And the
So
back
how
gate
did they
was
get
open.
out the backyard?
And the back gate was open, and I was getting wood
So
from
you
this
guys
lot
been
here.
unresponsible and left the gate open.
Get
left the
them.
little
Who is
kids
that
outside
talking?
with
Get
the
them.
gate open.
All right.
And then I searched that property. We weren't trying
Whoever
to go.
that talk, I need you on the show. Whoever that talk, I need you on the show.
We stayed inside.
Get them.
Did you guys ever go out and search?
Yes, we did. We searched before we called the cops. That's what we were saying.
What time did they come up missing?
They came missing right before it got dark. And then I searched that property. I even drove around this neighborhood right here.
I'm doing the
I
whole
even
Hogan.
talked to a gentleman on that side, one of those streets over there. I said, did you see
I wanna hear that again.
some little black kids?
You go that way looking for them?
When I came back home, I decided to call the cops.
Not 2 parents.
Get them.
So
get them.
Kids out here by themselves
Get
for
'em.
10 minutes.
No, they were in the backyard. And the
So
back
how
gate
did they
was
get
open.
out the backyard?
And the back gate was open, and I was getting wood
So
from
you
this
guys
lot
been
here.
unresponsible and left the gate open. Left
Thank.
the little kids
Yes,
outside
ma'am.
with the gate
Yes,
open.
ma'am. They sure did.
All right.
They sure did.
sorry, you guys were talking about your boy.
Ma'am, whoever they're talking, you should have did like my grandma did in the old days. Go grab you the biggest switches, tie those son of bitches up, and weigh they ass out. Way to get them, sister. Because that don't make no goddamn sense. It don't make no sense. Because the thing was, at first, you was outside grabbing wood and all that bullshit, and your wife was inside doing presents. So if one is outside, one inside, still, it doesn't make any sense. How the fuck did the kids get out? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. So whoever that sister is saying that, please find this video and come holler at your boy. We got a lot to talk about. Because this shit don't make no sense.
You know, I understand. For a mother, a mother's intuition, I know you were saying, and we'll get your names after this, but you were saying how you feel like they're in this area. Do you feel the same way? And what is the intuition? What is the sense you get? What do you think happened to your boys? Do you think someone took them? Do you think they're lost? Do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely know they're not walking around. They're not that kind. They do not just roam around.
Okay, now listen to what you just said. They not the type to walk around. They make y'all look even more suspect then. If they not the type to walk around, then why would they go out that goddamn gate? You just pretty much snitched on yourself. Am I right? Did she just snitch on herself? You just said these kids would not walk around and wonder. So if they won't walk around and wonder, then they did not go out that fucking gate. So, ma'am, you just snitched on yourself. I don't know how the reporters didn't caught it. I caught the shit. I'm pretty much sure y'all in the chat room caught that. If they won't wander around, they won't leave that fucking gate. Y'all lying. Y'all lying.
You know, these patches, they definitely, I think definitely would have been picked up or something.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's my assumption.
Have they ever taken off of the yard
No.
before?
No.
No.
They've never taken off?
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been living here?
It's 3 months.
And you just said that they were taking off before.
It's crazy because y'all say y'all came out looking for the kids and y'all got neighbors that say y'all ain't even came out looking for no kids.
Y'all heard them? Y'all say y'all came looking for the kids, but you got neighbors say y'all didn't come out looking for the kids. Now, in defense of them, they did say that the police said don't go out. So, but then again, to me, that's a double-edged sword. I would have told the police, dude, fuck you. Those my children outside. You know, so, man.
The neighbors went out here.
We were looking.
We were looking.
I'm just saying, bro, it's crazy, bro. I got kids of my own.
Where do you live?
Them little boys that y'all raising, them is
Listen
my
to
mom.
him.
Listen
to the man. Listen to what he just said. Dude, that's crazy. I got kids of my own, bro. So even he knows it's a crock of shit.
And I understand.
I have 9 kids. I have 9 kids.
But there's outside in the
no way
backyard
I'm
and I was
gonna
watching.
leave my kids unattended.
Get them,
Now
sister.
you-
Exactly.
Like, you sit here,
We get that. We get it.
They were in the
Neighborhood.
backyard.
don't even look like you wear
Oh my God, the neighborhood getting them.
I've been
Okay, y'all
going
know
through it
y'all
all
finna,
day,
y'all
2
know
days.
y'all finna go inside the house, right?
Yeah.
Y'all are foster parents, right?
No.
Okay,
we're
well, y'all
adopted
adopted
parents.
them,
Yeah,
right?
they are
Okay,
children.
shut the gate. Go in the house. Why did it take both of y'all to go in the house and leave them outside by themselves?
I understand
And
that.
y'all know the gate was
Why haven't
open.
y'all been out with the people around this neighborhood looking with the kids?
Because we already told on camera.
I
We already
see
told
y'all
on
on
camera.
no cameras last night. I
No.
didn't even see y'all out here praying with them people. Them people was out supposed to take care of my nephew. Not this, not supposed to happen.
I understand.
Y'all was supposed to take care of my nephew.
I understand.
You act-
If anybody's watching at home who knows anything, or if somebody who has these kids, if they're watching, what is your message to them?
The message has always been, as soon as possible, call the California City Police Department, and please bring our babies home. And that's that.
That's one of the reasons why we actually didn't want to
This
do
is the reason why. Because we were under orders to stay in the house and stay because they're going to need to contact us, and we cannot go outside, and that was the issue. And that was the issue. We were under orders by the cops to stay home in the house and let the professionals look.
But you just said that they were your children. If they were your children, regardless of what somebody told you, wouldn't you want to?
Thank you. I just said that. I just said that.
In the front door right there.
How cold it is at night?
I totally understand.
If you guys please, if you guys actually have that question, you should ask the police officer. The situation, but do you see how it seems that the kids was left unattended? You guys went in the house and then the kids disappeared. How did they disappear?
Exactly, and that's the word we try to figure out.
It doesn't make sense. How did they disappear? How did they go out?
Thank you. How?
And my question is, why were they the only two children out? Where were the rest of the
kids? Wow. Thank you.
Who?
They left. They went on vacation.
So they didn't?
No, because they're too young. We watched them. And it turns out that happened.
How did the
just really quickly before we forget, first and last names, spelling of both for both of you guys.
Said it again?
Just first and last name.
God.
Spelling of who or what?
Or just your first and last name.
Our names.
Trezell West is Trezell West.
Okay, and for you?
Jaqueline.
I'm sorry, one more time?
Jaqueline.
Okay. West?
Yes.
Okay, guys, we'll let you go.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Thank you.
No.
She probably want to tell bad, but she probably knows. Look,
Man, if anybody saw this through an interview. Okay, am I back? I should be back. Am I back? I'm getting drop frames. Why we getting good in the show that my damn software want to drop frames? We getting into the good part of my goddamn software dropping frames. Are we back? Cause I'm gonna say what the fuck I gotta say. All right, we back. I am proud of the people in the neighborhood out there. I am so proud of y'all. Again, same thing with Malia Bass. You people stood up out there for Malia Bass and knew bullshit when you heard it. You people standing up out there now and heard the bullshit that these two were saying, and the shit ain't making no sense. Even the black brother out there said he a father. This shit sound crazy what y'all saying. And just like we said earlier, how the fuck all the other 4 kids gone, but these 2 are left behind? So these 2 the only one left behind, and all this fuck shit going on. Now, somebody said in my comment section, could it be a possibility that the mom was asking to see her babies, and when she asked to see her babies, these motherfuckers did something to them? At this point, anything is a possibility. But you put them outside cold as fuck. God damn. This thing don't want me to talk. It keep dropping frames. My internet must be fucking up. So let me hurry up, try to get through saying what I'm saying. Back in the day, in the 80s, and I'm pretty much sure y'all folks did this too. If they wanted to hide gifts, what would they do? They will wait till you go to sleep and wait and make sure you will sleep good. Then they'll go and wrap your presents. So we thought it was a real Santa. Cause we wake up, when we's up, the tree empty. But we wake up from our sleep, the tree just full of presents. You know, so we thought it was actually real Santa until we got old enough, like it ain't no damn Santa. That's the people doing that. But still, they didn't want us to see what they got us, so they made sure we would sleep. They never told us to go outside so we could wrap gifts, because when you go outside, you eventually going to get tired and want to come back inside. So bullshit on that. All right? Bullshit on that. That lady said she got 9 kids, and no, that ain't going to happen. The brother said, dude, what you saying ain't making no sense, bro. I got 4 kids. And I wouldn't do that. How in the hell would they get out that gate? All right? And then just like they said earlier, like I told y'all earlier, that neighborhood is not that big that if they did get out the gate, y'all couldn't find them just like that. That's bullshit. And then they point out, dude, they said y'all weren't even out here looking. And I heard the lady say something, I got surveillance cameras. I ain't see you motherfuckers at all. Y'all wasn't even out here praying. I didn't even know that part. You weren't even out here praying? Really? You not out here praying. So the police told you don't go out there and pray either, right? Huh? So the police told you don't go out there and pray, right? Man, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh, I'm sorry, Steph. She said son of Israel. I'm sorry, Steph. Well, hold up, Steph. They ain't probably listening to me because I'm up here cussing. Why you got your children listening to me? I got a foul mouth. Don't no kid need to be listening now. No kid need to be listening because I got a foul mouth. They do not need to be listening. Miss Dean, I'm going to say this to you, ma'am, and I hope you're watching. I want to apologize to you. I don't know the full story other than what you gave me, the reason why your children end up in the hands of these fools. Serve this. And I got somebody in my chat room right now. If you look at the chat room replay, Antoinetta Roundtree is in my chat room right now. Same thing happened with her, dealing with the DCFS. Same thing. The Negro got with a white woman, which I'm not saying anything wrong with biracial relationships. I'm all for it. Whatever makes you happy, or whoever makes you happy, that makes you happy. But we got motherfuckers who joining you and doing shit like this, and motherfuckers like that that's hurting our black children, that becomes a problem. That becomes a problem for me. He said, I need to get 5G. I probably do. But let me get back to what I was saying. I got a problem with that. When you are helping another person killing our black children and vice versa, I got a problem with that. The relationship part, do your thing. But ma'am, you a part of this. And you sitting up there lying with this man. I got a major problem with that. I got a major problem with that. I got a major problem with that. I do. But again, Ms. Dean, I hope you listen. Antoinetta Roundtree's in my chat room. She went through the same thing. Her baby dad got with a white woman and killed her child. Killed her child. There she go right there, Antoinetta Roundtree. Same exact thing. A mixed couple, a black child dead. A mixed couple here, possibly 2 black children dead. And it makes me wonder now, are the other 4 children biracial? And the reason I ask that, because when I did Antoinetta Roundtree's story, Richard and Cindy didn't do nothing to the biracial children, but they made sure they punished Rika. So now I'm wondering, who are these other children? Are they biracial or are they white? And the question everybody want to know, why are they exempt from this picture, but y'all kept these 2 behind? Amen? I just want to know. And I'll even go so far and say this. I'll even let y'all come on the show and talk. I think it's only fair since I'm talking about y'all. I'll let y'all come on the show and talk. It's only fair. It's only fair. But Ms. Dean, I think we all agree with you. Our intuition saying the same thing. These motherfuckers know what's going on. They know what's going on. And they're trying to play stupid. Their whole interview showed them trying to play stupid. y'all please love your children. Let them know that you care. Let them know that you appreciate them. Let them know that they are loved. And I gotta keep stressing it. Y'all have to be careful you bring around your kids. You have to be careful you bring around your kids. Because everybody ain't out for good shit for you. A lot of people want to see you fail. And they're going to do everything they can to make you fail. Whether they lie on you, scam you, cheat on you, beat your ass, or however you want to put it. They're going to do everything they can to make sure that you hurt. Amen? They're going to make sure to do everything to make sure that you hurt. And those are people that you need to get out your inner circle. In this day and age, it's a good thing to have a small circle. Because again, everybody ain't out for you. Everybody ain't out for you. They're not out for you. They're out to hurt you. They're out to hurt you. Even if it is getting after your kids, whatever it takes to get to you, that's what they're gonna do. And something tells me these folks was doing this because maybe they had something against the mom. I don't know. But she said she don't know them. So she don't know them, what would y'all have against her? Other than maybe she wanted to see her children. Y'all gave her a hard time for seeing her children. And the reason y'all didn't want to do the interview because you know them folks out there telling the truth. They telling the truth. I'll end it with this. Even if I'm wrong, I will come back and apologize to y'all. I don't think none of us is wrong. The people in the chat room or anybody talk about this story, nobody's wrong. I think we all on the money on this one. But just that small change that we all got y'all wrong, I will apologize. I will. Yes, I will. Because I don't mind staying corrected. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to get up out of here. It's almost time to go to work. Hey, thank y'all so much for joining the live stream. I don't get a chance to go live as much as I used to. But y'all came in and show your boy love today. But it's not about me. It's about justice for these children as always. That's what it's all about. Justice for these children. All right? Other than that, though, until I get updates, please follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram. Sub to my channel. And we can try to keep up with these updates. And if you need my email, I'll put my email down here. And if you got any updates that you want me to cover, I will cover the updates for you. There go my email right there. Y'all try to have a good day today and be safe right there. All right, I'm your man, Chris Thorns, and I'm out. Peace.